I have it on both cheek, one here and then I also have one here. The marks on my face are traditional marks or traditional tattoo from the Hausa tribe in northern Nigeria. It's a symbol that you belong to this tribe. This is the family you're coming from, and to some degree, this is part of your identity. But over time, because of how religious Nigeria is, other people from other part of the country, they use this mark as a symbol, as a label to identify who is a Muslim. Being a Christian in my faith and being in Nigeria with a traditional Hausa marks on my face is very challenging for me sometimes, because it's people. But man, I can't share that story in camera, man. No, man. There was a time that I told you they called the police for me just because they think I was a Christ, because they saw the marks, and then they assumed that I was a terrorist.
Just because of the marks?
Yeah, just because of the marks. This was even in a church, bro. So the church was going on, I just got pulled out. That's because someone in the church had lived in the north. So he kind of came home. And so and we went on outreach to that city. And so church was going on like every other outreach. And he was like, there's an Aboki here. Like they are the terrorists. My church was going on, bro. But also, that's because they have had a lot of bomb blasts in the church as well. So you need to know that this is also coming from several experience of bombs explosions that the Christians have suffered over the years. So because of my marks, I have to deal with that stigma. There's one question that I've been asked. Maybe you're asking the question like, well, if the marks are causing you so much trouble and stigma, why can't you remove it? These days, dermatologists can remove it. That's not the wrong question. I thought exactly the same. In fact, I was in Spain once to just do exactly the question you asked, to remove it. But I had to make one decision in that time. I had one choice. Oh boy. I had one choice to make. As easy as removing the marks may sound, but if I had removed this would have been me removing myself from where I'm coming from. My family was quite poor, so they sent me to live with another family. But this other family mistreated and abused me, so I ran away and became a street kid. I survived by selling gasoline for a year and a half by the roadside, until one day a missionary offered me a place to stay at their base. There I actually remained for 9 years. It was home for me. Not home in the sense of a building, but a home with a family. A place where broken people dream and hope. A place where I learn to laugh. A place where I learn to love. A place where I also learn to cry differently. A place where I saw the world and people differently. And it's a place that sent me on that journey. That's where it started. Going back to Nigeria during this project was a reminder of how much I have healed and how much I still need to heal from. And that's the emotionally painful journey of healing and process that I am on right now. Yeah, that's the base here. Yeah. This used to be rooms, but also the place is not in the best condition. The base is yep. This used to be the student hostel, DTS student, and this used to be my room. There was no door at the time, and so when you I only have enough space to kind of walk in. This spot where I'm pointing here, I used to have my, you wanna guess?
Bookshelf.
Exactly. That used to be my bookshelf and my studies area. This is the place that gave birth to New Easy. Before I left, the place was kind of already needing some serious maintenance, but there was no funding and other things that is needed for that. So it kept getting worse and worse, and this is how it is now. This is the painful part for me, I carry a lot of memories, really. This is like a student room where we come, vibe in the evening, like have fun. And there were students here, a lot of food, bunk beds. Yep. It kind of breaks my heart actually to see it like this, This was the room that the teacher that taught me how to read and write, what you're going to see in a moment. When she got married with her husband as well, she and her husband taught me how to read and write. And so this was where they live for some time. So I always come here sometimes to watch TV in my teenage life. So it was really sweet. They also open up not just their minds to me, but they also open up their hearts and their home to me as well. So. And this room is locked. But the Dutch person that mentors me lives in this room. It was his room. He was explaining to me about identity, dealing with the trauma that I've been through, early child trauma, street, and all the other experiences. And he has a bookshelf as well on the right. And as you can tell by now, that's one of my favorite corner. I wish you can see the room, but I think someone lives here now, so don't want to dive into the privacy. But yeah, this is his room and his wife, and he gave birth to his first child here as well before they relocated back to the Netherlands. Dutch, married to Nigerian. Yeah. And this also used to be the other base leader's room. So this was the room that the first base leader that received me when the other base leader passed me on. He's a Nigerian. He prays, man. The early days of people that praise that, was this man. Like we used to joke about it that his voice doesn't need a speaker because when he speak, it's like very loud. And so, yeah, it's very emotional too. Because the ending for both of us wasn't that great. But I'm still grateful for all of his investment and the good times. And yeah, the moment that he believed in me as well. So I'll always remember that. A lot of memories, man. Yep. At one point, there was like a living room here. We just tried to make it really nice. So there was like some rocks and some couch with some TV just to make it feel home. It was a home for us. It wasn't like a school that people pass by when they come. For us, for me, this was home. And so we needed to make it as home as possible. And yeah, we dance, music. Sometimes we sit somewhere here in the evening. So this is my name, and then this is my friend name, which actually another person wrote his name on the name, but this is Nanchan, Ezekiel, Ozimede. We're like the three brothers. So that's where we kind of crashed our names here. So, I need to tell the directors if ever the place is rebuilt that our names need to be reprinted here. Of course, this has always been the kitchen. We built this actually to keep food. So we cook the food here. We build a little bit of a chimney so the smoke can just go outside. Yeah. So we cook with woods, pots, like that. Coming home and see it the way it looks right now, it's like seeing your home ruined in a way. So that makes me feel really sad. But this is what it is, unfortunately. But it also carries part of my life, part of my story, and part of who I am. So no matter how it looks, those memories will never fade away, I guess. But we will rebuild it in another way. All those pictures will only be in my mind. Those are memories right now. I'm grateful for all that place has given me, despite that it's ruined. I do hope I will be one of those that take part in rebuilding it. I think for me, looking at this building, looking at this place, just because certain people that have had the opportunity to take it to the next place it should be have missed that, doesn't mean the purpose in which the place, God gave the place, is lost as well. So I still hope for a restoration and a rebuilding. And it needs people of courage and people with a heart to serve humanity, people who carry their heart to give people like me an opportunity to life, an opportunity to dream. Coming to Germany for me, it's fulfillment of a prophecy. Someone prophesied to me that you're going to go to the nations to tell a message of hope, to tell the story of restoration, healing. So coming to Germany in some ways is the fulfillment of that. And so I am here working with young people that are searching for answers to questions of life. Who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? Is there a purpose to my existence? This is what hope can do to a boy from a tiny little village that he thought that they're the only people existing, and suddenly discovering this massive planet and just flying and just being free. Telling my story without God is like removing the most important part of the story, because throughout my journey I have seen His hand and He's been there. From where I'm coming from, a place of the poorest of the poor. Nobody even knew He existed somehow, but here I am today. It's just a story of grace and God.